with us being human beings, we're gonna tend to have times where we feel like the whole world is collapsing on us in one moment, or we feel as if our emotions run high and everything is just falling on us. Yesterday, I had a moment like that where I was just so overwhelmed with myself and genuinely just sad out of nowhere. And I tend to realize about myself that I tend to have mood swings all the time. And I feel as if a mood swing I started my day with a mood swing, and I simply didn't do the things that I said I was gonna do today. I wasn't really productive. I kind of just lazed about the whole day. But throughout the entire day, my mind didn't laze about it all. My mind was running high on emotions and high on feelings. I started to question myself. I started to question all the things that I was doing, and it tended to put me in a state of being sad for the day. And I came to the realization of the present day, and I had a good day today. That yesterday I tended to self-destruct my day and ruin my day for myself. Because in a sense, nobody came and ruined my day outside of myself. Nobody can truly ruin your day except yourself. You define your day. You are the only person that wakes up and controls your reality every single day. So nothing outside of yourself can truly ruin you except you, unless you give someone that power to ruin you. So yeah, I really self-destructed myself yesterday. So I just wanted to make a video on what to do in 24 to 48 hours after how to basically reset your life. That's what I'm gonna title the video, like how to reset your life. And I'm just going into detail about what I do and the things I do to get myself back to my normal state and my living authentic self. So the number one thing I tend to do when I have a day where I'm unproductive, the next day I wake up with that on my mind that I didn't win the day, the previous day. I tell myself that, and it's not even being harsh on myself. I'm just being bluntly honest with myself that I didn't have a productive day yesterday, and that's okay because we all make mistakes, but today is gonna be better. So the next 24 hours, I tend to just build on good habits, and it's all about the small stuff like making your bed, cleaning your room, communication with yourself. I just made a video about that. It's all about the small little victories that you have throughout the day and turn that whole day into a big victory and just keep moving forward and stacking up off of that. So the next day after you have had a whole day to yourself or down on yourself or just a negative day, spend that entire next day being better than what you was yesterday. Capitalize off the emotions that ran high the day before. And it's a lot easier said than done. I'm not gonna sit here and act like this is the easiest thing in the world because we can have couple days where we have a mood swing or we're just not feeling like our true selves. But just try to start with small things, small victories for the day. Just try to make yourself disciplined. Try to just be you in a person. Live in your highest potential. I hate when people say that a person has so much potential when we can truly live in our potential every single day. Only we limit ourselves. In our present moment, we can be the fullest, most potential, our fullest potential in a living moment. There's nothing stopping us not being that person we want to be. And the person that you want to be is doing those small things every single day to make sure they're staying their authentic self and building off of the days. So becoming the person you want to become doesn't happen by doing not even being the person that you want to become doesn't come down to like the big things you do and the achievements you accomplish or anything that's just looked at as this big accomplishment. Becoming the person that you want to be is simply by doing the small little things every single day that the future self that you know will do, which is building good habits every single day and staying true to that. So becoming the person you want to become in the future, you are already that person. It's just you putting a limit on yourself. So main topic, the next 24 hours, just be that better person and build those good habits. The second thing I do is tend to realize the person that I want to be. And this plays off of what I just said about the next 24 hours and doing the little things. But I tend to, it's going to sound kind of awful, but I tend to scare myself with the day I had before. And I tend to think about how if I continue to have lackadaisical days like this where I'm not giving it my all, or I'm not doing what I need to do to get to where I need to be, I tend to remind myself that I can possibly end up normal just like everybody else and end up in a rat race and end up not being where I want to be and with my whole life. And there's millions of people in the world who are not living their true life, and they're simply living a life that life chose for them. A lot of people then aren't living a life that they choose. Life tend to they humble themselves, because a lot of people tend to say that life humbles you and real world experiences are going to humble you, but that's just not true at all. Nothing outside of you can affect you. Only you are the person controlling everything with your life. Like, and that's so deep with me because I truly like reside with that. Like, I just believe in that. I don't feel no sympathy for people. Obviously, I'm not just this hard person. I'm not trying to portray like that at all. So I don't mean I don't have no sympathy for people who. I just don't have sympathy for people who like to complain about how hard life is when they didn't even bet on themselves. And I just don't want to be that person that lives in regret, because literally half of America, I feel like, live in regret. And I don't know the actual facts about that, but I just hear so many people saying how life humbled them and all of this stuff. And I'm not downplaying how hard life is at all. Like, I know life hard as hell. Like, I know that. But why would I feed into the idea that life is hard? Why wouldn't I just feed into myself knowing that, shit, I'm hard in a sense, you know? Why can't I believe in myself and bet on myself and truly be one within myself and the capabilities I have, you know, in a sense? It's just all about that self-appreciation that you have to have for yourself, that a lot of the older generation, our parents or uncles, aunties, that they didn't have that self-appreciation for themselves. But I feel like it's more common in our generation. But it's still people who live in regret in our generation. But I just don't want to be that person. And if you're watching this, I know you don't want to be in that situation either. And it's okay to have mental lackadaisical days where you don't get nothing done. We are all human beings at the end of the day. This ain't me saying that you can't have a bad day. Why are you having a bad day? Like, I ain't on none of that. I'm just saying I believe in scaring yourself with having a mediocre life and a life that doesn't fit your true desires and what you really wanted. So that's the second thing I do. I scare myself with the reality I'm attracted to me by not doing the things I need to do. The main thing that happens when we fight mental battles and self-doubt and overwhelm ourselves with thoughts is overthinking about time. I feel like it's a common theme around people my age. We always think about time and why good things not happening to us now. Why are we, quote unquote, going through it now? Why do we have to hustle now? Because it's so easy to it's so easy to open up TikTok or Instagram and see somebody your age with 10 times more stuff that you don't have yet. And I've had to learn that comparison is a thief of joy. I made a video on comparison, and you just can't fall into that trap because social media not real at all. I've said before, you don't know what those people went through at your age. You don't know what handouts they had or what handouts they didn't have, whatever they did to get to where they had. No, you just don't know. So you can't put yourself in nobody else's shoes because you are not them. So if you're a person like me that sometimes overthinks like why stuff not happening fast enough, or since like that, like questioning the reality we're living in now. Cause I'm not perfect at all. Not always, but I have thoughts like that. I had to tell myself that I'm running my own race and I have to enjoy my journey. Cause if I don't enjoy my own journey and realize that my race is completely different from other people's races and their journeys, I'm gonna tend to fall out of love with myself because I'm so caught up with other people's journeys instead of worrying about my journey and enjoying the process of getting to everything I know I'm gonna have. So don't fall into that trap of simply living somebody else's life in a sense. Because I feel as if we pay attention too much to another person's success and don't even pay attention to the success that we have now, because you don't even realize how successful you are in your life. We don't take the time out to be appreciative of all the things we've went through, all the things that we've gone through, everything that we have been through to get us to where we at now. And we are a way stronger person than we are than in the past. We've learned so much. We've been through so many things to define us as the person that we are now. So just don't get caught up with other people's lives, man. The social media stuff not real. Social media should just be to express yourself. That's all this should be about. But don't get caught up in you know what I just said. I'm just repeating myself. That's on me. So in conclusion, one of the main 3 things I do, it's not really much to it. I just wanted to get this off of my chest because it's what I feel in my heart. Every time I go through a situation or I have a mental battle in my mind, I tend to feel the need to get that off my chest. Because why wouldn't I? But this just the 3 things that I do. Everybody has their own different ways, but I feel as if they all correlate to somewhat of what I just said. If you're on the journey to bettering yourself, of course. So if you want to reset your life after having a mental breakdown that we all tend to have, I try to place those 3 things in your mind and try to take action with those 3 things in your mind. So I believe in you. And with all that being said, thank you. Thank you for watching my video. I truly appreciate it. I was supposed to, I skipped like 3 days, I think. I ain't put no daily deposits in, but that's okay. I'm human. And just like you, we all make mistakes. So learn to be okay with your mistakes. Because at the end of the day, it's only you and that's your true identity. We're gonna make mistakes. So I love you, love all. I appreciate if you like the video, share the video, subscribe, comment. I love reading the comments. And yeah. Damn, what's that thing I be forgetting to say?